I'm right next to the microwave, and look at it, 300 to 400 milliwatts per meter squared. All right, there you go, right there, 450 milliwatts meter squared. Hey guys, welcome to the show. This is Heads of Tech Live. You've streamed live with your hosts, Dr. Nora, over from Dr. Nora's channel.
Hi guys.
And we are streaming once again, once a week. We do this amazing talk with you guys on the latest of technology. We have so many topics to talk with you about. It's actually been a crazy couple of weeks, hasn't it?
It has. You've been so busy, Ash.
Oh, so busy.
So busy.
And so much has been going on. So guys, I want to hear what has been going on with you guys in the comment section below. Where are you tuning in from? And most importantly, we're gonna just ask you some major topics here. What do you want to hear about? I got a joke topic as well. It's coming in. I'm just gonna say it right now, be ready. You know me, entertainment channel. Don't get too offended when I post comedy. Last video, a couple of people got upset that it wasn't really a Mac Mini. Come on guys, come on. Apple are the trolls. They are the ones that released that video. If you haven't seen that video I released about the new iMac Mini, check it out. It is hilarious. It's actually in a real WWDC presentation. The guy actually uses the live prototype. Check out that video. It's hilarious. I want to hear your thoughts about it. It wasn't me that was trolling. It's Apple. Blame them, not me. But I have... I'm going to start with this one. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to ask you guys to vote what topic you want to hear first.
Yes, I love it.
We have an exclusive look at the ARM-based Mac. That's right. We have an actual 100% unconfirmed look on the ARM-based Mac. I went all the way to Macintosh Island, the real island, Macintosh Island now, guys.
God.
So if you guys want to hear all about that, vote in the comment section below. Also, we're going to be talking about Canon. Their new 8K video camera, can you believe it? Not 1K, not 2K, not 3K, not 4K, 8K. And the price of it is 8K. So
whoa.
we're talking about if I'm gonna be getting one of those. Are you guys interested in that? Let me know. So, once again, Apple, controversy, 100%. Now this one is legit 100%. They have been caught, and this is a world exclusive right here. You're hearing it on this channel first, before Mac Rumors, 9to5 Mac, Apple Insider, all of those guys.
Okay.
We have caught them. They are officially slowing down the 16-inch MacBook Pro before they release the new ARM-based ones. It's 100%. I have the proof with me. We have an executive producer. You might have heard the guy, Talio Tech. He submitted this tip, and we're going to be world exclusive on how they're slowing down the Mac. 100%. This is 100%. This one's actually 100% real. You want to find out about that? Be prepared to be shocked. And we're going to be reading through an amazing technical article from the Daily Mail, the #1 trusted news source, and it's all about how 5G is 100% safe. Is that what was the name of the title?
They said predominantly.
No, don't ruin it. The title of the article was that it's safe. It's safe and benign. So
sorry, Ash.
Those are the headlines.
Yes.
But first of all, I want to hear, where are you guys from? What's been happening?
Ash,
Tell us.
we are busy in the comment section. We have got TA, our friend from California, has tuned in. And said, oh my, it's on.
Whoa. Mr. Kelly, what time is it over there? Because it's 11 p.m. over here in Australia land, in the Gold Coast, just north of the safe zone. Victoria, of course, is on lockdown. That's why Talio could not attend with us today.
That's true.
He's trapped at home. He's not allowed out.
Our thoughts are with you, Talio Tech.
Our thoughts are with you. Stay safe, wear a mask, and don't come here. I don't want your bugs. I would love to do an interview with that guy. That guy is so hilarious. He's another one tech YouTuber. He's an executive producer of today's show. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give a shout out to some of the executive producers of this show. In case you don't know, in the comments section, the description of the video, every single video I publish, there's an executive producers section over there. And these are lovely people that actually have joined the channel, and they give around $5 a month. And for that, I got to give them their thanks. So #1, homegrown Canadian. He has a channel. It is all about Canada being homegrown. Check it out in the description. It's amazing. He's got like 1,000 subs already. This guy is up and running. I've got APU Ra. That's not his name, but check out his channel. He's a top executive producer. We got VJ Fernando. And with a name like Fernando,
that sounds cool,
you're going to be enjoying the content on his channel.
Yeah.
And the best name of all, of course, no offense to the other ones, Boof, Mika. I love the YouTube names. I can't make fun.
Awesome.
All my names are
awesome.
stupid. What was the stupidest name you had on YouTube when you first started?
What did I have?
Don't say
want to go there.
embarrassing. So that is a shout
there.
out. Anyone else you want to be shouting out from the comment section?
Oh my God, Ash is blowing up in the comment section.
Wait.
Not literally.
Okay.
Metaphorically.
I would have been arrested for this stuff about 20 years ago. You know, it's dangerous times to be using those words.
We've got hello from Paris. We've got hello from New York City. We've got hello from Tech for Your Needs. We've got a hello from Michigan, Ukraine.
Michigan's where they produce my car.
Really?
Ford Mustang.
Nice.
Mustang made in Detroit.
Howdy.
Respect Michigan.
We've got Boston's tuning in, Ukraine's tuning in, Germany, Munich, hello, auf Wiedersehen. Sunny Florida, Ukraine, it's 11 p.m. And good morning, folks, from Steve H. And TA is busy editing a research article.
All right, all you guys doing busy stuff. I said there was a vote. Which topic should we address first? Do you want to know about the exclusive footage of the ARM Mac that we have exclusive?
Oh my God.
This could be the funny topic.
It's pretty exciting.
Do you want to hear about the Canon 8K camera? Our thoughts on it? Do you want to hear about the MacBook Slow? Apple caught. They have been caught slowing down the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Or, some other stuff. We're doing some fun stuff.
We've got too much to cover.
Too much stuff. What do you suggest? Doctors.
I think I kind of really want to know about this Macintosh Island, Ash.
You want to know about Macintosh Island?
I want to know about Macintosh
All right, guys,
Island.
I'm going to tell you where we found the official ARM Mac. There is this island actually where I live in the Gold Coast. I walk past it pretty much every week. It's actually very beautiful. And it's called Macintosh Island. And I was just walking past it the other week and I spotted a Mac with the ARM. So do you guys want to see exclusive footage of the ARM-based Mac?
Yeah.
You guys?
Hell yeah. Oh, well, I do.
Okay, I'm going to fire it up. Be prepared to be amazed. Of course, this is exclusive. All right, guys, it wouldn't be us with a bit of jokes.
Why not? Why not?
Not really a Mac, don't worry. Just having a little giggle. But really, there is an island called Macintosh Island over here in the Gold Coast, and it's beautiful. And I'll tell you something about this whole ARM situation. I'm actually doing the thing I always do with Apple. My head is coming around to the whole ARM transition.
Ooh.
Like, what are you currently thinking about ARM's transition?
Well, from the last heads of text we did, we kind of was so against it. Everyone in the comment section was like, no, I'm not getting it. It's not going to be buggy.
The Mac is dead.
It's dead.
The Mac is dead.
Dell, PC.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually intrigued as to why you've changed your mind.
I'm coming around to it.
Really?
I think Intel's dead. I think I think goodbye Intel and AMD.
Oh, no.
I think ARM is the future. I'm convinced now.
Really?
It just makes sense. It's safer. Every single generation of Intel CPUs, it always comes out with an invasive leak about how their CPUs can get hacked and there's no safety whatsoever. There's always a security flaw. Whereas ARM, there's a single instruction. So it's a lot safer. You load the contents of the memory in, you do a process, and then you load it out. Do the next process. It's a lot more safer. It's a newer instruction set. I mean, I've been programming for ARM forever. It makes no difference to me. The GPU acceleration and Apple, they're going to turbo boost. They're going to turbo boost the ARM architecture. Everyone was saying the ARM is just for low power, but no. The fastest supercomputer in the world that can pronounce words better than me is ARM based.
Wow.
It just makes sense. I mean, I would have personally loved if Apple said, AMD, sort us out with your GPUs and your CPUs. Yeah. But I guess Apple can do a better job. Yeah. And I'm just going to have to get used to not being able to boot into Windows. I loved the Mac in the past when I was younger and I wanted one machine to rule them all. Lord of the Rings, one ring to rule them all. I wanted that in the past. But now I just have to accept that if I want a Mac, I'm stuck with Mac OS. And if I want a Windows computer, I'm stuck with Windows. In the past, I was taught that if I get a Windows computer, I can't do Mac OS. So I should get a Mac because I can do both. But using Boot Camp has always been a bit of a hack job. Do you use Boot
I
Camp?
use
Do you know
Boot
you have to
Camp.
reset?
Yeah. You have to press down the Option and K or something like that.
The Option key and select the boot.
And then the boot. Yeah. It is a bit of a headache, but to be honest with you, it's all right. It's doable. It's not the end of the world.
No, that's gone. That feature is gone. No more Boot Camp.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's no more Windows on Mac.
Okay.
Official, yeah. So I'm over that.
Wow.
I'm just going to have to get used to Mac.
So what are you going to do? Get like an external PC?
Well, software is changing now. We're just going to have to grow up and get used to the new systems. We're going to have to be like little kids.
You're going to change yourself to accommodate for Apple's changes.
I don't know.
That's really interesting.
I don't know what I'm going to do with my life.
Oh my God, this got really heavy, Ash. We need some life tips in the comment section below, guys.
I loved Mac, but I'm not, if you know me, I don't have an iPhone. I hate using an iPhone.
That's true.
I tried my best. I used to rock an iPhone 4S. I love that phone.
Yeah.
Androids were a piece of crap back then. They're still a piece of crap right now, but they give me certain freedoms that I don't have on an iOS device. An iOS device, when I turn off Bluetooth, it doesn't turn it off. When I turn off Wi-Fi, it doesn't turn it off.
That's true.
And it just turns it back on after 24 hours. It's just,
You're right.
Apple's, they don't let you use, it's not your hardware. It's kind of like a loan. You have to use it the way they want you to use it. Whereas Android, it gives you the freedom. I can have a firewall. I can really customize my experience. And now phones, they're very powerful. They got a good battery life. So Android, as crap as it is, works well for me. Whereas iOS, I tried getting the iPhone 11 Pro.
You didn't like it.
It's just I can't handle certain features of it. I don't like the radiation of it. I don't like all that stuff.
You want to customize it as well. I think you're a very custom-built person. So for you couldn't customize the iPhone. You didn't like the widgets. You couldn't change the widgets. You couldn't change the location of things. But whereas with the Android, you could just do whatever you wanted to do.
I think the main thing keeping me back from iOS is security. For example, the whole firewall situation. I hate that on iOS, you can't control which apps can access the internet in the background.
True.
So Facebook, if they wanted to, could be doing stuff in the background and you can't disable it. WhatsApp can be doing whatever it wants to do. All these apps can, sure, you can deny it camera permissions, but are you really going to deny camera permissions to WhatsApp whenever maybe you will. Are you really going to deny, you allow it once, you just keep it, you enable the microphone, right? You just leave it enabled.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to disable it and then enable it.
Correct. It's too much of a
It'd be great if it, allowed you to temporarily enable it or something. I don't know, it's too complicated. Whereas with a firewall, you can just say when the app is in the background, you can't access the internet. You can do all these kind of amazing stuff. If you wanted to turn off Bluetooth, you swipe down, turn off Bluetooth. Apple, you need to go into settings, the Bluetooth.
And then turn it off.
It's such a pain.
Yeah. Well, actually, we've got some comments from the comment section. Now, a few things about this, actually. So, 3-4 Skyline, who is from Dubai, I believe.
My man! He got the Mac Pro.
Oh, is that right?
He's a Mac Pro owner.
Awesome.
Yeah, some super rich dude over in America, maybe. What's going on over there in America, man? I've been seeing some videos on Reddit. Some militias. It's scary.
Scary.
I'm glad, whatever.
So Apple is also making their own GPU too and dumping AMD.
Yeah, official WWDC. I saw the lecture. They said the Intels will have AMDs, but Apple's CPUs will be using the Apple GPU, the same ones on the iPad, just expanded. So goodbye AMD as well.
Goodbye AMD. Right. Now, if we're being real, Ash, anything can get hacked. Some are harder than others, but not impossible. Tech for your needs says.
Yeah, 100%. Anything can get hacked, but out of all the big hacks happening, it's all been happening with Intel. Intel have been flamboyantly pathetic. They have been horrendous. They've been awful. And it's sad because I love Intel. I got sucked into the whole Pentium. I had a 386, a 286, a co-processor.
Oh my
God. And then I had a 486. My big brother, he got me into computers early. And then I had the Pentium. I used to look at the magazines, PC magazines, all that stuff. And they had the space outfits. And then they had USB. And they had the Intel processor, Pentium 2. And then I was, of course, a cheapskate. I couldn't afford a Pentium because I was poor. So I had an Athlon, however you pronounce that word, Athlon. And that's my processor. It was like a cheap version of the Pentium, but it ran Quake, so I was happy with it. But yeah, I've been Intel all my life. I loved it, but just they've been rubbish. I mean, have you not seen their new Thunderbolt 4 standards? It is horrendously nothing. It's complete nothing. Nothing has changed. It's the same speed as Thunderbolt 3. All they've said, we're going to have to certify it to make sure that it's secure, because Thunderbolt 3 that we released is insecure. You can actually hack the computer with Thunderbolt 3. So, yeah, Intel, I don't know what they're doing. It's sad. I love Intel. I've actually emailed them once. I said, send me a processor. They said no. Maybe you should have said yes, guys. I would have been like, sponsored signal. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe.
It's just, AMD are doing well. They got 7th nanometer, but they're very slow on the laptops. Like, what's going on with their laptop CPUs? Only 8 cores still. Yeah. Apple with ARM, they're probably going to have 32 cores in a jiffy. They're going to have the Mac Pro on steroids. I don't know if I can use that word over here, but they're going to do some good stuff with the architecture. All you need to do is just let go of control. You won't be able to upgrade it. Of course, you can't even upgrade a MacBook Pro. So what do you even care about? You just Apple own the ecosystem now. You just have to give them the keys, just like you do with everything else in life.
True.
Lady,
agree.
When you buy a washing machine, I'm asking you a question.
Okay, when you buy a washing machine, yes.
Do you expect to get the door from a different manufacturer and plug in?
You get it all together.
So why is it in this whole PC market that we expect to change the doors of our washing machines?
You're right.
Why is it we expect to extend the engine of our washing machines?
You're right. That's a good analogy.
It's become, you just
it
buy it.
It should all be in a bundle. You just buy it as a bundle.
Well, yeah. Tinkering is gone from the Mac. And you just have to accept what they do. Like, can you customize what the buttons do on a Melee?
No, you can't.
Can you customize what the buttons do on a Smeg?
Can't.
Can you?
Not at all.
So you can't do anything?
You can't do that.
Actually, you're looking like you want to say something.
And I've got so much in the comment section.
Throw them in. What's your thoughts?
People, so 34 Skyline is also upset that we're losing Bootcamp because he doesn't want to have to buy 2 computers.
Are you upset about your purchase of the Mac Pro right now? Because right now you have a beast of a system.
It's true.
But how do you actually feel? I want to know, because I returned my Mac Pro, so I can't relate to you. I just want to know, how do you feel knowing that in 2 years, your computer is obsolete?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
Now, I don't know if it will hurt or not. I don't know, because it's still a kick system. It's still hella good. It's just weird.
Yeah.
It must be weird for you.
Would it be like a vintage thing, do you reckon? Like after time, it's going to be
amazing. Brand new.
No. But you know, like when something's been discontinued and it's just so amazing that people are going to want to get their hands on that.
Well, my thoughts is, like, it depends. If the Mac Pro runs faster than any of the ARM Mac Pros that they release, then you'll be happy, right?
Yes, you would.
But if it runs slower, or if Apple decide to optimize their software only for ARM Mac Pros, how do you feel? Or are you confident that Apple are going to support Intel?
That is a tough one. That's a tough one.
What else happened in the comments?
Well, damn, man. You mentioned PC Magazine. I've got a subscription for 1 year in 1995 and already feels like a celebrity since one person I know do the same, lol.
Oh, who said that? You got to shout the name.
That was from Joko Triono.
Joko, what else did they say in the comments? Come on,
all right, we've got
fire them out.
TA. All Apple needs to do is jump into gaming and it's all over for Windows. We've got...
Have you seen their games?
Actually,
you know what? Games are definitely going the way of, PCs are great because it's all about shareware. You know, if you got a game, you can play it on any computer, pass it around with your mates. Whereas now everything is going to be online, checked. You can't do anything. You can't share. It's not your game anymore. You got it on lease.
Exactly.
So maybe Apple are right. Maybe they'll just lease the game, allow you to get it from the cloud. Was it? They got the Apple Arcade. Maybe they'll just games there. You're right.
Maybe.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Maybe.
Yeah, the future.
What about iOS 14?
What about it, man? What about it?
James, elaborate.
Are you excited about it? I mean, you got widgets. That sounds cool. What else you got?
Widgets. All right, our friend from Ukraine.
You got copy and paste. Wow, feature. Mac OS. I can't believe it. Remember last week, or this couple of weeks ago, we did WWDC, and one of the features on the actual advert for Mac OS 11 was copy and paste. Copy and paste was a feature. A feature.
That was ridiculous. That was the lemon recipe, right? The lemon and pies or something.
They were telling us about how you can now add tabs. That's
how you can add tabs. Oh my days.
There's going to be a new generation of Mac users coming through the market. I think they're going to be iOSers going into Mac OS. Maybe iOS. So our generation is gone, long and gone.
So James has said iOS 14 security.
What about it?
We're going to get to that.
Elaborate,
We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Now,
okay. Yeah. He's probably saying that, applications, they have to ask permission for advertising and all that kind of stuff.
Maybe that's
it.
Yeah.
It's always good. I like Apple when they do that.
That's pretty good.
Not going to break the bank. Apple is still pinging their servers as much as you like, or as much as you don't like, or as much as you like, as much as they like. You cannot control that. They're pinging the Bluetooth as much as they like. You cannot control that. They have control. You don't have control. You got your phone on lease. I don't know what's going on with my hair.
Yeah. I agree with you. He did say flexibility, but I think that's just touching on what you said. Exactly. You kind of got your phone on lease to them. All right, we've got our friend, an executive producer has just logged in. Apura says hello.
APU. Is that his name? Because
Apura. Apura. He's a pure person.
No. Because the executive producer, he's called something else.
Oh.
And he likes to be called APU Ross. So this could not be maybe him.
Sorry, I take it back. I take it back.
We got a false flag situation over here.
Sorry. All right, I'm going to jump into this one, Ash, because this is an interesting thought from our friend from Ukraine. I'm kind of disappointed by 16 inches MacBook GPU panics and external display power consumption reported massively on Mac Rumors. Wanted to buy one, but now I need to wait and hope the updates in October.
We're gonna be talking about Apple court scandal. Submit this tip to Mac Rumor, submit this tip to 9 to 5 Mac, submit this tip to Apple Insider.
Let's do it.
You know, Forbes magazines, they have been caught. World exclusive right here, 100% legit proof. They are already slowing down the 16-inch MacBook Pro. They're slowing it down, but why could they be slowing it down? Could it be they want to slow it down so it makes the new ARM MacBook Pro appear faster? Could it be? Could it be? Well, let me just show you the evidence on the screen and you guys can just decide what's going on. So I've got a camera right here. What does this say on the screen? It says that this graphics card, the 5500M, has 16 allocated PCIe lanes.
Okay.
Right? And this is a video. This was published the 22nd of November, 2019. And by the way, give it a like. Make sure you give it a like, guys.
Yes,
you can watch this video. It's all a review about the GPU performance of the MacBook Pro 16-incher. Now, this is a tip submitted from Talio Tech. He noticed this one. The eye, the hawk, the eagle. What does it say today when I logged into system information?
I don't know. What does it say? You go on.
What does that say? It says 8 PCIe lanes. Only 8. Look, 100% true.
It's gone down.
It's gone from 16
to 8.
They've halved it to 8. It's the same BIOS.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
the same version. Everything's exactly the same.
Wow.
But they've halved the PCIe allocations. So what does that mean, guys?
Yes, tell me.
Could it be that they're slowing down? Maybe they've optimized it. Maybe the 5500 didn't need that many PCIe lanes. Maybe it just didn't need it. Maybe it was a bug. Maybe it was a bug that they allowed it to go so fast.
Okay.
Maybe they had to slow it down. Maybe they had to slow it down to make the 5600 appear faster. Or maybe it was just optimized to, maybe they didn't need that many PCIe lanes. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Of course, Apple have been caught in the past slowing down their iPhones. They do it every year. For the new iPhones coming out. I don't know what to make of this. I need to do some benchmarks. If I was that way inclined. Could someone do some benchmarks? Let me know, is it going slower?
Oh my God.
Or is it going faster? What is going on? Is this not proof? Right here? Right? I've got evidence, a screenshot right there. 16 PCIe lanes dropped to 8.
Oh my goodness me, Eduardo is just like, why would they do that?
Yeah.
I'm with you. Why would they do that? I've got a 16-inch. I'm going to be so disappointed.
Oh, it's now been halved. No longer 16.
Oh my gosh, it's like 8 inches.
Still big enough to do the job. So I wasn't joking around about that. That is they've halved it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you think then it's because they want to kind of release this new computer?
No. I would never say that for legal reasons.
Okay.
I'd say maybe when they released it initially, they gave it too many PCIe lanes, and then they realized maybe it doesn't need that much. Maybe 8 is good enough. I remember that my old GPU, the 58, what's it called? 580X, the Radeon 580X, that only had 8 PCIe lanes. So when the 5500 came out and it had 16, I was like, whoa, that is a lot. So but it was faster.
Just for the tech noobs, what does PCIe lanes mean?
Right, it just means the amount of bandwidth the graphics card can use to communicate.
Nice. So the more you have, the faster it will travel.
If the graphics card can generate that much performance, you need the bandwidth for it.
Got it.
So it depends on the application process. Maybe 99% of the applications out there will not need the bandwidth. Maybe there's one critical application that could use that much bandwidth. Maybe it doesn't even get that close. I don't know. Haven't done the. Let me know in the comment section below.
Yeah. So what kind of applications would you envisage? Something like Final Cut Pro, or what would be affected? Do you reckon, in your humble opinion?
Well, definitely Final Cut Pro. Big difference of PCIe lane allocation.
Right,
you need enough lanes for the traffic to go through. Do you know you got a motorway?
Yeah.
How many lanes is it?
Yeah.
How many lanes do you want to get?
You want at least 4. I want 4.
So Thunderbolt, when I use an eGPU, it runs fast. And that is given 4 lanes to play with, 4 lanes of PCIe.
Got it.
But it never runs as fast as the discrete GPU inside because it doesn't have the bandwidth to get enough processing done. So rather than getting it all done in one trip, it needs to do 2 trips.
Got it.
So some applications in Final Cut Pro run slower itself because it doesn't have enough lanes.
Damn.
So it's kind of like the stuff that needs to do computing on the GPU.
Got it.
and then back to the CPU at the same time. One-on-one activity.
Got you.
Getting the lanes. But if you need to do 2 trips to get the same sort of information, it's going to cause a bottleneck and a stall.
Wow.
So it's very, very application dependent. Of course, maybe the 5500 cannot perform fast enough to use all 16 lanes. Maybe it's a genuine optimization. I don't know when it happened, but it happened right there. I'll show you guys again on the screen since you don't believe me. Look at that. From what's this? This 22nd of November. Make sure you like this video, guys.
Wow.
Come on, you want
like it.
22nd of November, 16 lanes, and it's gone down to 8.
That's insane. There is outrage going on in the comment section. Outrage.
Why?
Outrage.
You don't know if it's slower. We need to do some benchmarks now.
That's true.
Well,
we do.
It's
we
interesting.
Do
I want to know what the PCIe lane allocation for the 5600M is.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, go on Talio's channel. Say, hey, what's the PCIe lane allocation for the 5600, mate?
Yes. James Chang just says, why are they doing this? They need to come out and explain this. Apple need to come out and explain this right now. Apura is saying, maybe it will run slower. And then Eduardo is saying, Apple just being Apple. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I'm just saying that, but I don't know. I'm also outraged. I've got a 16-inch. I'm going to be so disappointed if it slows down. I'm going to be so disappointed, Ash. Hey, 1 second.
Okay, we got a drum roll. Drum roll event is coming. What's the drum roll about?
Dash has contributed $299 US. Thank you so much, Dash.
Why?
We are awesome.
No, because you are awesome. You're a very kind soul.
That is very kind.
What are we going to do with that money?
We are going to do something awesome. We put it towards...
The clubs are currently closed.
Ash.
Cannot fund any college degrees.
All right, we've got some more comments. Apple is going to support Intel-based Macs at least 5 years. Not worried.
Yeah, but 34 Skyline, can you let us know how do you feel about your Mac Pro? This fella, I love the dude. He's got a YouTube channel. Check him out. He's published a video about unboxing a Mac Pro, checking it out. I love the guy. I was like, whoa, you're really cool, dude. Congrats on your purchase. But now I'm confused. If I was you, what would I be thinking? Because, yeah.
So, Ash, we got a question here from Devros. Is that change with the PCI lane, is it from new Macs that are bought from today?
No,
or
it's my Mac. My Mac.
So it's your Mac.
This is my Mac.
So this is an update.
This is a software update.
So software
I don't know
update.
when they did it. Yeah.
So you didn't even download this?
I must have updated.
You must have updated it by yourself, and then it just. Oh
there was a security patch for macOS recently, so.
That's scary. Oh my goodness.
It's not scary because maybe maybe it's just an optimization. Like if you're going to allocate too many PCIe lanes to something that isn't going to use the lanes, you're better off leaving the lanes for other uses. Just say you have an SSD that's really fast. Just say you have a NAS drive that needs a lane. Just say you have an eGPU that needs a lane. We don't know. So maybe it is an optimization. Maybe it will run faster after all. And I'm just shouting scandal for the hell of it.
Do you think? Are you going to do some sort of tests then? Do you reckon? Or?
If you guys want me to, I'll do some tests. Do I have time for that stuff? You see how busy I'm. I've been busy this week.
You've been really busy. We'll get on to that really soon. But we need to go some more about this. So what about 3D software? Is that going to be affected with this?
Essentially, we don't know. I need to do some tests. I'm just letting, this is breaking news.
This is so breaking.
Talio gave me a tip. I tested it out and it's like legit 100% on the screen. So yeah. Just thought I'd tell you guys today. Send it over to Mac Rumors. Let's see what everyone else in the comment section believes.
Eduardo saying that $299 is going to go towards your electric bill for running so many benchmarks.
Oh man, I want to get into solar, guys. Guys, I really want to get into solar. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm going to get into solar and I'm going to get into it big. I really want to get into solar. I really do.
You like that
I've
stuff?
had a dream, my friends, of just running. Everyone has this dream. Maybe it's a man thing. I don't know about you. we have the dream of running solar. I've been looking at LG panels. They're the best. Yeah. Tesla, they do off-brand panels. They're not the best, but you know, it sounds nice.
This is like a discussion for a different day, right?
I need to. If you guys are interested in solar, I've been researching every single thing about it. Oh, everything. I want to do it, man. I live in Australia. Guys, if I'm not doing solar, it's like a sin. It's a sin to society. We have endless
you're wasting
sun.
energy.
Yeah,
we're wasting energy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I need to. I've been setting this stuff up. All right, enough about me.
I've got one more thing to say.
One more thing.
I'm sorry if I can't say your name, but Katagi Demir says the reason for this maybe is because I've read that the external monitor issue is related to the RAM bandwidth of the Radeon GPUs. Maybe that's the reason.
Could be. Maybe it's an optimization. Maybe they made it better. Maybe they needed more. I don't know. We need to do some testing to find out what actually affected. It's going to be hard to do some testing because I don't know if the speed has changed because of software optimization. Because what happens is, when I run a test 6 months ago, Apple releases an update to the software. Generally, the software runs slower. I don't know if it runs slower because of the update, or I don't know if it runs slower because of the PCIe lane allocation situation. But at the very least, I can do some rudimentary tests with some old software and just see if there is that big of a difference. Because the problem with like stuff like Geekbench, they always update their software. It's always Geekbench like 1.01 and then 1.02. So it's never like a static, fixed performance delta. So you need to always be running the same version, and ideally the same macOS version, to find out exactly what the difference is. Because it could be a plethora of issues. But generally, if it runs about the same, then it's not that big of a deal. But it's probably the specialist applications that may notice it. Maybe it's AI. Maybe where you have to do machine learning, maybe it'll affect it then because they have to do lots of modeling. But generally, machine learning doesn't run well on Macs. Well, the Tesla TensorFlow doesn't run well on Macs. Use NVIDIA. Although some people manage to get it working. I could never get it working on a GPU. If you guys can manage to get it working, let me know before we move over to our next topic.
No, there's more. I'm sorry. There's so everyone is just literally like, oh my god.
Guys, I took you to Macintosh Island. Is that not enough?
No, it's not enough. We want more. We want more. Okay. Devros says this is absolutely nuts. Devros is saying.
Where is that name from?
Davros. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. Davros. Absolutely nuts. He's wondering what would happen if you call them up on their support line, and if they read their pre-read script, what would they say?
Guys, it depends who you get on a support line. Some like. You met some dudes on the sport line and they had no idea. You were educating them about Cinebench, right?
I don't know anything about Cinebench.
What about experience? Okay, we bought 2 identical MacBook 15 inches and we found out that there was a performance difference on the exact same model computer, same model computer.
There was like a 5%
No,
difference.
15%. 15% difference.
And I called up the Apple support because Ash at this point had up to here with Apple. He's like, I don't want to call them anymore. I'm done with them. They're silly. They're just all this, all that.
No, it's not that. It's just... I am probably on the autistic spectrum. I am Asperger's. I'm something. I'm a bit like I'm special. I'm a special kind of. I'm a special kind of dude. I find it hard to talk on the phone. It's just I've been messaging all my life. I'm a very, very shy person in real life. Yeah, I'm a bit special. Whereas you talk to people all the time. Yeah.
So I had no problems calling up Apple, and the guy that I spoke to, very nice chap, but I explained to him what the situation was. I wanted to return this Mac because it was running slower than the other Mac that we had bought, which was the exact clone copy. And he was like, oh, how did you find that out? And I said, oh, you can run these benchmarks on Cinebench. And to be honest with you, I don't really fully understand. It's just that Ash has told me what's going on. So then I was telling him this, and I was kind of educating him about it. And he was like, oh, wow, I didn't know you could do that. And this is literally the tech support guy at Apple. So I was like, yeah, you can do that. And it runs 15% slower than its absolute clone copy. And he's like, okay, so we'll just refund you. And then actually what he did is he refunded us, but he also gave us some money on top. I think he gave us $150 or something as a compensatory thing.
Is that right? I can't remember.
I think so. I have a feeling I got extra money from him for some reason.
Oh, because
the key was wobbly?
No, he didn't refund you. He sent you a replacement.
But then then he compensates me for my time. Or
yeah, they're really safe.
Which is really cool.
Yeah, really safe
so
people.
Although he didn't have the technical knowledge, he actually was very kind and compassionate. So they're really good. But I do agree. I wonder what they would say if you did call them up and said, "Hey, dude, seriously, how's it gone from 16 to 8?"
You just need to find the right person on the team. Sometimes you get lucky and you meet some really smart people and they forward you to the right people. Sometimes you get unlucky and you get sent to the no person and they're very aggressive to you.
And you can just go around in circles like we have done in the past.
I'd rather just avoid that situation. My solution for life is just buy 2 Macs.
Yeah, I think you're
and then return the slower one.
You're right.
That's what
Remember when we called Apple and it was about my iPad Pro?
I just forget that, yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
We love Apple, but my solution is now just buy 2 Macs and keep the one that runs well. And just keep the other one anyway, so when the one that runs well breaks, you have a backup one.
That's it.
So you can
That's it, yes.
earn more money, guys. How are you going to fund this $1 trillion company?
Eduardo's saying a few things. He wants us to continue with this topic. He is saying that he's planning on buying a Tesla roof for his home.
Oh man, which one are you going to get? Are you going to get the actual roof, the tiles, or are you going to get the actual solar panels? Because I got so many... I need to just do a whole live segment on this.
You do.
Because the tiles version 3 came out. But version 4 is going to come out. Should you wait for that? Because it wasn't that impressive, the performance. It looks good, but it wasn't that impressive and it's expensive. It's like you have to retile your whole roof. It isn't as expensive as retiling your whole roof. It looks nicer than doing that. Or you can get the panels, and the panels are, they're off-brand panels. They're not as performant as the LG. LG make the best panels, the best solar panels. But I guess Tesla's all-in-one cool solution. They make the best batteries. Tesla makes the best batteries. What batteries? They're not worth it. the warranty expires before they actually make money. So it's a very, very confusing, complicated situation. I think I have to do it myself. I have to do it because I'm in Australia and we have endless sun. It's honestly sun. Even in winter right now, it's sunny. So I have to do it for legal reasons.
For legal reasons, not for legal. I think it's just for morals.
If I want citizenship, I need to get. They won't let me in the country unless I do it.
That's not true.
So
all right,
I'm gonna have to do. Oh, sorry.
Ash, we need a bit of advice here. Okay, I recently returned my 5,700.
We're still talking about this Mac.
Oh, babe, we could go on. Sorry, we could go on for this for a long time. 5,700 XT because for some reason the performance went down a lot. Would it be okay to buy an Apple GPU module and put it in a Razer Core X?
Apple GPU, I don't know. I haven't tested it. Someone needs to test it. I hope it would work. I can't tell. If it's a custom Apple GPU module, then it wouldn't work because they use the Apple proprietary Mac Pro versions. So they're called MPX. So they're powered via the MPX. They're not powered by the pins. But if you, so I guess if you want the Apple GPUs, they're powered by MPX. So that wouldn't work unless they've released a newer one, which doesn't require that feature. So no, don't use the Apple GPUs. But my advice to you is wait, because AMD and NVIDIA probably won't work, but AMD at least, they'll work. They're releasing something called Big Navi. Big Navi. Not Navi, but Big Navi.
Big Navi.
So the brand new super fast GPU from AMD is coming out very soon. Wait for that if you want to upgrade your GPU because it will make all of the Mac Pro's GPUs obsolete.
Whoa.
Goodbye, obsolete.
Bye-bye.
Already.
It's crazy.
What was that? 34 Skyline. How are you feeling about this? Now, good thing about the Mac Pro at least, you can upgrade your GPU. There's a pathway to upgrade your GPU. And the good thing about the motherboard you can potentially upgrade to newer Intel CPUs. Whereas the new ARM-based one, you won't be able to upgrade it from anyone other than Apple. So you're stuck in that box.
You're stuck.
At least the good thing about the old Mac Pro, you could always dual boot it into Windows and run Windows 10 on it and forget about Mac OS. So I did that with my 2010 Mac Pro.
You did do
but
that.
you won't be able to do that with the AMD Mac. Sorry,
and you
the
still
ARM
want to
Mac.
buy it? You still want
The ARM Mac Pro.
Yeah.
No, I never said I wanted to buy it.
You wanted to get the ARM.
I said I was having a life crisis. I switched over to boot camp for a day, and I was just launching Adobe Premiere, thinking, all right, goodbye Final Cut Pro.
Goodbye,
I'm gonna have to,
my lover.
Yeah.
Goodbye, my
I
friend.
did love gaming. Guys, I'm gonna talk to you about gaming, but it's towards the end. But we have clocked Gears of War 5.
Oh,
we
my
clocked
God,
it.
we did it.
She was my co-partner. We were smashing it. I'm gonna talk about it at the end. Don't worry, we'll talk about it now. But yeah, I love Windows for that, for gaming.
It was good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad then if we can't play games. Yeah, that's a sad thing. All right, Ash, I think we need to... Well, let me say one thing.
Okay.
Eduardo really wants you to do a video on solars. He's going to put tiles. That's what his plan is.
You're going to do the solar tiles, man.
Yes.
You need to tell me how that goes, man.
Yes.
What's the order process is going to be like? I've been watching everything. I'm a hawk. I'm like...
Literally.
I fly. I have my phone downloading every single video, and I run everything at 2-3x speed, and I go on long walks, and I just listen to everything.
Yes.
I was actually cleaning the balcony today.
You were?
I cleaned it and
you're doing a
listening
great job.
to some stuff.
That's
I
awesome.
was listening to Max from Max Europe. He was talking about the Canon 8K. So I was listening to that, and there was some kids screaming outside. And I was listening to some other dudes, some guys predicting the economy is going to crash. Well, I listen to everything, pros, cons, everyone's thoughts when I have times. Because I love going on walks. If you want to get fit and stay in shape, you need to do at least 10,000 steps a day. Honestly, ever since I switched to doing that, I've been a lot healthier. My knees hurt a bit, but I've been a lot healthier.
And on that note, Ash, now you had mentioned you've been really busy this week,
Health.
and you've been doing a whole load of stuff, haven't you?
Oh, guys!
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us.
I started a new YouTube channel.
Yay!
I'm back. I'm a loser again. I've got 5 subscribers.
Yay!
I think they're all me.
And me. I think I'm at least 2 of them.
Yeah, I started a new YouTube. I started a channel called Heads of Estate. I've got a link in the description below. Actually, I'll give you a little preview. I've been checking out lots of properties over here in the Gold Coast, and it's fascinating, real estate. So I've been getting into it. Like we love doing home improvement and DIY, painting, renovations, all that stuff. So I think I'm just gonna post all the cool videos that we filmed some we've had some crazy experiences. Remember the property that was gonna collapse?
Yes.
I do the jump test every single property I go into.
So what is the jump test?
Basically, you go to the 2nd floor upstairs and you have to jump. And if she gives you a funny look as if the place is gonna collapse,
It means it fails.
No matter how fresh the paint is, no matter how much lipstick they've put on a pig, you don't do that.
You have to do the jump test, because usually when you go into someone's new house or someone's house that they're selling, you're really respectful and you don't want to like upset anybody. But literally Ash just walks into any open inspection and he will jump up and down on the second floor. And if the floor is shaking with him, it's like, okay, I'm gone. I'm out of this house.
Yeah, so check all that stuff. I'm going to be posting on Heads of State, but I got a preview for you because this is tech related. So first up, we went to a property auction. So they actually bid on properties on auction.
Crazy.
And if you win the bid, you pay the cash and the house is yours. You don't do an inspection, you don't do anything. Nothing, no legal.
That's it.
You just hope that you got the property. So I went to a property and they valued it at $1.5 million.
Australian dollars.
So it's like £5 in your country. But still, it was a hella amazing house. So we got excited because
it was gorgeous.
Because we went to the open house and no one was there.
Yes.
It was literally just us.
It was just us.
Just us. So we went to the second open house and there was like 2 other people there.
So naturally we thought, that's it, we're going to get it for a pittance, we're going to get it for like, 100K, there's no one else there,
We were getting excited about pricing, but first there was 2 other people there. So I brought my toolkit. I dressed in my crummiest clothes, my builder clothes. I had my thermal camera and I was trying my hardest to mention all of the defects in the property, like, oh, it's gonna break, this looks like, I pretended that I knew what I was, I'll show you the video.
Show us the video,
just to show you, I was actually being a lot more audible. This is the only part Nora managed to film, but this is what I got up to.
Let's watch it.
What's that over there? Alright, what I'll do is I'll turn the tap on. So you got 3 different shower heads. They do, I don't know how to fix them. Interesting. So that will cost. Okay. And yeah, I did that, and I was being very audible. I was like, there was problems with that property in itself. Like it was next to a motorway, and they're building a brand new motorway right next to it on 2 sides and a train station.
Noisy.
It was very noisy, but it looked so epic, gorgeous. It was like a studio and a half. Honestly, if we had that as a background, I was envisioning, some amazing. I'll show you the features actually. It's on the Heads of Estate channel. You're gonna love it. And I got some videos, some proper. Actually, we've been invited to do a video on a once-in-a-lifetime property. It's actually getting auctioned by the Bank of Hong Kong. It's the most expensive property being sold here. It's like $30 million. So I'm going to be doing a tech review on that for the channel, see what kind of technology is in. But yeah, I went to the auction. I'll put in a bid for it. But from that video, I had the thermal camera. I told you there was 2 other people inspecting the property.
Yeah.
And I was going around saying, oh, it looks like there's a leak here. Oh, this looks bad.
Literally when you had the tap on.
And I was verbalizing as loud as possible. So the other person that heard me, she went to leave, and the estate agent was like, oh, where are you going? She was like, oh, I need to ask my husband. And she legged it. The other person legged it, and they did not show up on the auction day.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
So I'll be posting actually. I'll give you a sneak peek of the actual technology inside that house, $1.5 million house.
I want to see.
And a little bit of the auction experience. I'll show you right now. And right behind you, a media room. You got a projector. Does this come with the property? This kind of house. Get on auction. I don't know what I'm doing here. Dream home over here. Check it out. Got a projector. Who wants to go cinema? What are we watching? We've got everything you can watch. You can even do a stage, a little dance. To be or not to be. That is the auction's question. Don't get that. Look, TV. What brand is that? Tech review, right? Check it out. The tech review. You guys following this channel, Sonic. And over here, what's this? This was television tech review, isn't it? This is not Panasonic, it's Palsonic. Have you heard of that company? I haven't. So this is the garage. Obviously, a bit of echo. No solar panels on this property. So you're gonna have to get to install that yourself, but it does come look like a broom.
With the deposit, 10% if you
want
it
today. 5? They accept 5?
Yeah, I can ask them about 5%. And
settlement?
then settlement, we're negotiable. 30, 45 days.
60?
60.
Okay, I'll do that.
Very negotiable.
Ladies and gentlemen, one party has asked for 5%, so we're passing that on to all, so all conditions stay the same for everyone.
He's going to do, what do you reckon, 1.3?
So again, negotiating,
1.3?
working with
Give me
it.
1.35 then.
What's the lowest increment? So guys,
Oh my God.
what do you guys think? Not Panasonic, Palsonic. $1.5 million for Palsonic and Sonic.
I just want to know who has a movie theater in their house.
Oh my God.
That's just
Guys,
unreal.
oh, we need to do some game streaming in that.
Oh my God,
I wanna get that
imagine. You're just like, okay, honey, let's go to the cinema. It's like, no, let's just go downstairs and watch a movie in our theatre.
But it's really going to get boring. You're going to be stuck
Do
in
you
that.
reckon?
Yeah, you get sick of the same
No,
place.
I think
It's
if
nice
you've got some
going-
friends and you got some popcorn
We don't have friends.
and okay,
Yeah,
well,
we
maybe we'll just
yeah,
hang on
you
to
guys are friends. You guys are all invited. Come to the Gold Coast.
Yeah, why not?
You know, it's actually really interesting right now. A lot of people are, maybe I won't talk about it this time. Check out the Heads of Estate if you want to know about real estate kind of stuff. It's hella fun.
It's so
technology,
much
all
fun.
about that.
So much fun.
Subscribe to that channel. I need subscribers, guys.
Yes, he's only got 5.
I've only got 5. You could be looking up for 6.
It's me, him, his mum. But no, seriously,
My
we're
mum
going to put
subscribed.
loads.
I don't think she has.
So.
I don't think she has.
You got so much plan though for that channel, haven't you?
Huh?
You've got so much plan for that channel.
Oh, well, I got so much content as well.
So much
Filmed
content. And you know what? Heading over to the comment section, TA is like, $30 million for that estate that you're going to take pictures of and you're going to video.
And you should check out the video that we did for the $1.5 million property. I went around, I just had fun. I was making fun of it, doing my stand-up comedy gig for it. I'll try getting some real estate tech. I'll tell you about the technology they use behind the scenes, get some interviews. That'll be kind of fun. I think that'll be educational, that kind of stuff. We should do some tech about you as well. What do doctors use? What applications? What's it like?
Definitely. We
Do you
could
use
maybe do a
Windows or Mac?
collabo with TA because TA is a doctor over in California.
Oh yeah, UK. So Australia versus American medicine. I'll
What's
do it
the
on your
difference?
channel.
That sounds
your
like a
channel's
really
growing
good
as
idea.
well.
My
She's got
channel
like
is doing
8K
really
subs.
well. Thank you. Yeah, it's doing good.
She actually gets more subs than me.
You know,
Her channel's growing at a faster rate than mine. I think it's all about the presentation. And my channel's all over the place.
You are awesome, Ash.
He would
And we've
say
got
that.
34 Skyline is saying he also loves real estate. He bought his new house spend for $550,000. And I've got a rental property also. Passive income is very great. It's how I can afford all of my computer stuff.
Oh man,
Yeah, I agree.
Well,
I
I'd
think
love
that's
to talk
really
to you
good.
about offset mortgages. I love offset. I don't want to get into it on this channel. Maybe
Yeah.
I might do some technology about real estate. But anyway, Heads of Estate, check that out. We'll do some
Yes.
amazing stuff. And 34 Skyline.
Yes.
We should do a collab.
Yes,
Maybe show us around your house, show us the technology you use to get the best bargains. What's the best deal you've got on your house? Did you get those elusive, illustrative 6-figure discounts that are going around right now? Did you do one of those? Tell us all about it. It'll be awesome. Yeah.
Panasonic. Panasonic. Who is that, lol?
Palsonic. It's your friend. It's your friend.
They've Googled it actually, and
Oh.
it's an Australian company. Initially formed in 1958, Palsonic began
it's
life
legit.
as a domestic sewing machine importer, but soon began incorporating televisions, audio, and cooling products to their product range. There you go. That's a lesson for you. And TA's cousin owns his own theatre. That's pretty pimp. That is pretty pimp. Jess Ryder is saying good morning.
Who are these amazing people in the comment section below? Guys, tell us your resumes in the comment section below
literally.
so we can give you a shout out. And let us
Literally.
know where the theatre is. We want to give it some recognition.
Literally.
Maybe promote it or something like that.
You got some high rollers on here, Ash.
What cars are you guys driving? Let's talk about this.
What about the watches? Steve H is saying, I have a Rolex.
Whoa. They
man.
see you rolling.
Although he did spell Rolex with 2 L's and 2 X's.
Let them dream.
So maybe
all
it's
good.
a Palsonic thing.
Let them have fun.
Nike. Alrighty, so what else have we got? Hello, Habibi, how are you two doing? Shomba the Don.
Who's the Don?
He's the Don. How
Alright,
could you not know?
Guys, I'm gonna drop this real estate topic, and there's 2 topics we can talk about. We talk about 5G or we talk about UFOs.
Ooh.
So which one do you guys want to see first? You guys want to see a real 100% video recorded? I've got a real 100%.
Ash, you can't say that for everything 100% confirmed on TikTok.
Look, when I 100% told you about the ARM Max, did I not show you an ARM in Macintosh Island? Did I not? Did I not disappoint? Okay, it might have been a bit funny. Might have been a bit stretching the truth, but I did not disappoint. When I showed you 100% confirmed proof that Apple are slowing down the 16-inch, was that true or false? Did they not slow down? Did they not halve the PCIe lanes from 16 to 8? So when I tell you I have real footage of a UFO, 100% real, unidentified UFO.
You know what?
Is that going to be real or not? Do you guys want to see that?
I actually kind of do now. I think
it's a vote. I'm seeing 5G. I'm seeing UFO. I'm going to do the UFO first and then we'll jump over to 5G.
Okay,
Are you ready? This is 100% real.
Go on. Let's do it, Ash. Let's watch it.
It's a UFO!
Guys, officially there's a UFO sighting right in front of me. I'm after it, I'm on its tail. I'm gonna find it. Spotted a friggin' UFO on the Gold Coast. Check it out right there. We're coming up close to it. I'm gonna see if I can get to the side of the UFO, see who's driving it. Could it be an alien? Who is gonna be inside the UFO? Officially 100% UFO spotted on the Gold Coast. It's getting close, getting tense. Okay, there you go. We have it right here, side by side with the UFO object. It looks like it's a Peugeot Vauxhall, and the driver, I can't see.
It's all blacked out, babe.
It's all blacked out. They don't want us to know who is inside. So it's 100% unconfirmed, you know, unidentified. I don't think it's flying, but it's definitely a UFO.
It's moving.
100%. Only on the Gold Coast where you have these weird license plates. I'm gonna get the hell out of here before they abduct me.
It's a UFO! Ash, I gotta ask, what was it like with your closest encounter with a
That
UFO?
was so tense.
Was it?
Like I saw it. It was right in front of me.
Yeah.
And I had to like.
Could you touch it?
No, I had to switch lanes. I had to catch up. And I looked a bit to the right. Tinted windows. I could not identify the driver. And legit, it said right there it was a UFO.
So it was an unidentified foreign object.
Guys, oh man. What do you guys think?
That is pretty-
Gold
that is pretty
Coast,
scary.
That's a proper UFO.
That Bigfoot is driving.
No, he looked like, what did he look like?
Mulder.
Who
He
did
did look like a guy. He looked actually like an older guy. He looked like he was quite scared because he saw this red Mustang
rolling.
coming up too close to his bumper, just trying to get a video clip
No,
of
I
his number
wasn't.
plate.
I was nowhere near his bumper. Come on, I was on the side. Come on, don't say that. Don't say that. I'm a chill driver.
You're a
man.
chill driver. You're a chill driver. But Ash, everybody is like, where is Mulder? Where's Scully?
Yeah,
So
you look like Scully. Scully is a doctor. She's a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Hey.
James did ask me what kind of doctor am I. James, head over to my YouTube channel,
Dr. Nora,
I
yeah.
am a GP and cosmetic doctor.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Her channel's actually blowing up. She gets more subs a month than me. So
What can I say?
subscribe now while the going is good. She might do a giveaway one day. Give
Yeah,
her a
why not?
stethoscope or something.
Stethoscope, that'd be cool.
Check it out. It's all about medical stuff. What did you talk about last time? Guys, actually.
What?
Guys, I'm gonna tell. Oh,
Go on. Oh.
I filmed. I don't know if I can say this. I won't say this, but I'm just gonna say, she did some cosmetics to a film star. I won't say the word before film star. Something film star, and she did the cosmetics for her. She was telling us all about the scenes she does and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was filming. Technically, I am a. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into this on YouTube. But yeah,
Well, she's given us permission to release the video.
yeah,
She's very
she's
happy to
yeah.
tag her, so I guess you guys are going to know
check out
exactly
her
who
channel,
she is
check
very
it out.
soon.
Yeah,
And you can check out her pictures, follow her on Instagram, and watch her videos on the internet.
I've never seen her before, but she's really safe in real life. And the good thing about her is I was talking to her about like entrepreneurship and all that kind of stuff. And she's nothing like the mold that the internet tells you. A lot of people tell you that they do this because they have to or they get into certain situations, but she was like, nah, man, she's living her life. She
was loving it.
Yeah,
she loves. She goes like to all the different countries. They love her in the UK.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
in Barcelona, America.
Celebrities,
So probably
all
TAU might even know who it is.
all that stuff. Yeah, she gets flied out to different
She gets flown
countries
out everywhere.
to meet celebrities.
She's a pretty good looking lady
film
as well.
film star, and
A special kind of film star.
Got a brain, wants to be an entrepreneur, knows all this stuff.
Gorgeous girl,
Yes,
gorgeous, absolutely
So
gorgeous. So
check out her
yes,
channel
that's coming
to
soon
find out
on
more.
Dr. Nora.
A real film star.
We can't say the word before because it'll probably get
YouTube,
banned off
yeah,
YouTube.
YouTube.
But you know, you can use your imagination
Yeah.
a little
So
bit.
check out our channel for that at least.
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
And what do we want to jump in now?
I think
you wanna,
we
oh,
need
Canon
to...
or 5G.
Yes.
Do you want to know about Canon's
well, actually,
8K camera?
everybody, we do want to know about Canon, but
Okay,
everybody
same.
is asking about 5G.
5G.
James is asking.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Jess Ryder's
We're gonna
asking.
jump.
Everyone's asking.
So there's been a headline over in the most reliable source
Okay.
of news information that
Yes.
says 5G is harmless. I'm going to jump right in and show you the situation right there. Obviously, this is 100% legit. On the Daily
Can't
Mail,
believe that.
I don't know if you can't read that. I'm zooming a little bit.
Oh no, I was just saying I can't believe
There
the
you go.
PCIe links.
Scientific study confirms again that 5G is harmless and benign.
Now, guys, what does benign mean? Benign means it's not like a scary thing. It's gonna not be. It's gonna harmless essentially.
Okay, it's
Nothing's
harmless.
Gonna happen.
Harmless. So let's just read the quote they took on harmless and benign. Let's just look for it a bit more and see what it actually says. And it says right there. Well, let me just get it. I can't see the screen.
You're almost there, Ash. Keep going.
Oh man, how'd you say that benign word?
Benign.
Okay, I'm just trying to use my search to find out.
There.
There you go. It says.
So this is based on a study.
Okay, there you go. I've got a camera in front of my screen. I can't see. It says we don't. The actual thing the guy said was we don't think 5G radiation is that harmful, and it's predominantly benign. So it's not harmful and it's not harmless and benign. It's not that harmful and it's mostly benign.
Yeah,
that's what the quote is, and that's what the Daily Mail spun that's harmful into harmless, and they've spun mostly benign into benign. Yeah, that's the news for you there, and we are going to be jumping into the study. You want to shout and say something?
Well, you know when someone says something bad and they want to say something bad, but they can't, and they kind of want to spin it into a positive. I feel like that's what they're doing here. They're kind of covering up something very nasty.
It's like they're saying harmless and benign response to crackpot theorists.
And that's not a very nice language to use as well. Like crackpot theorists, it's kind of putting a blanket.
5G,
you're kind of poo-pooing
sorry,
someone's
Daily Mail, they
opinion.
love stirring the pot.
They do.
Point.
They do.
And everyone's
do.
funny is like.
Everyone on their comments was like, "Why would you call them that?" And
Really?
it doesn't. Yeah, some of them were saying that, and some of them were also saying it doesnn't really sound very, trustworthy to hear that it's predominantly benign and predominantly harmless. So it doesn't sound quite right.
I got lost on the right section of the Daily Mail.
What did your eyes catch? Oh God, I can see Zara McDonald. It's Dermot.
Okay, let's
doing
jump
something.
into the actual study, and
Let's see
I'll
it.
zoom in on this one, and this is going to be good.
Wait, I want to ask everybody out there, what do you guys think of that title? Do you think that's a misleading title,
That's
or
Daily
do you
Mail.
think it's
They stir the pot.
legit? And what are your thoughts as well on this whole situation?
Well, look at this. It says, this suggests that cell phone radiation at low level frequencies are likely benign. So now they're saying it's likely benign with subtle sensory motor effects. With subtle sensory motor effects. Now, what is a sensory motor effect?
When we're younger, when we were all born, we go through different what we call milestones. So we learn how to grasp things, we learn how to pick up buttons, pick up pencils or pens or building blocks and so on. And those are called our sensory motor development skills. So in the situation of this research study, I think they did it on some embryos of fish, I think it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
And they zebrafish, and they said that there may be some effects with their particular developmental milestones of the sensory motor effects. I don't know exactly what it was, I haven't read it in total, but there is maybe some effect to their development potentially.
So guys, it says harmless and benign, whereas right there it says there is slight sensory motor effects. And here's a sensory motor for you. Let's zoom in a little bit there. It's a little kid, and the sensory motor stage is the first stage of your child's life, according to that. So when your kid is discovering the world, how to use
you're kind of
their
feeling,
movements.
you're touching, you're kind of getting knowing to what textures are like and so on.
My interpretation is, if you have a baby that is going through the phase of discovering their senses, stay the hell away from it because any slight effects is gonna
potentially, yeah.
That scares me.
Yeah.
That scares me. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
maybe as an adult, maybe I can handle it, a bit of that, like I can handle my coffee, I can handle my drink and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But if I'm a kid and I give them coffee, they're not gonna react too well for it. But so we don't know. All I can say right now is that scares me, and I like these guys. I'm gonna give these guys a shout out because Subham Dasgupta, Jiang Jing Wang, Michael Simonich, Ting Wei Zhang, Lisa Tru Yong, Hong Ping Lua, Robin Tang Guai. Respect. I look forward to your future. I like this stuff.
Started. They also said that they're going to do some more studies on the actual fish itself through other developmental phases. So I think we're definitely on a roll. We're getting there.
I like this. Science is good.
But I do believe that the article that was written about it was, thwarted, and it was kind of written on.
I don't even mind. I'm actually going to give a shout out to Daily Mail.
Are you?
The guy, Jonathan Chadwick. He went from talking about don't leave your dog in a car. Now he's going back to serious topics like harmless and benign. But the good thing about this article is it's actually promoting a legit research, study.
Yeah,
They might
yeah.
have spun it in a way that will get
Yeah.
users to click. But if you're smart enough to read between the words, that's what you have to do on Daily Mail.
Correct,
You have to just
correct.
read every single article. I love Daily Mail because they're promoting it, but you just have to read between the lines to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
So the fact that they promoted this on the Daily Mail made me look at the actual research, which gave me some sort of like ideas.
Yeah, it
So-
did. It made you kind of understand it a bit better as well.
So-
what have we got in the comment section? TA is saying we need a meta-analysis. Meta-analysis is lots of different studies and then analysing them together, and then we can talk. James Chang is saying, so there's still no solid data on 5G radiation yet. Remember the days they used to put a cell point everywhere in New York? People protested and stuff, but they're everywhere in New York City. And Just Right is saying, go and test the tower in person. And James is saying 5G is growing very fast in the USA.
Well, the good thing about this situation is we're going to find out soon. This is like end game scenario where not end game in a bad
don't
way.
think it's that-
I don't mean end game in a bad way
Yeah,
because obviously they've only tested here 3.5 gigahertz.
Yeah.
And they're going to be pumping up the frequencies and all that stuff. But it's like what's done is done. And we're going to see the effects, if any, of it. So we're going to find out for sure very soon if humans maybe will evolve and will be all good.
I don't
and
know
the
if it's
future,
going to be soon, though. It could take time.
what? Well,
Could
the
take
next
time.
10, 20 years,
Yeah,
we're going to
that's
find
right.
out some
Yeah,
sort. I
yeah.
mean, we've seen lots of. We're going to find something out because
yes,
we've seen them
definitely.
grow at a scale that is uncontrollable. So whatever's going to happen is going to happen, and hopefully we'll survive. And anyway, humans, we're coming to a stage of life where it's pretty much end game for us. We got the AI coming soon. We're gonna have chips being implanted in our brains very soon. Like it's
Elon
legit.
Musk, yeah.
Well, he's just one of the many
He's one of
people
the
doing
many.
it. They've been talking about this.
They have.
He's gonna be putting a chip
Yeah.
that will emit radiation to talk to your brain
Crazy.
cells.
It's
You know, that's how it works.
crazy.
To have fire on the new cell, same frequency, communicating with your outside world via Bluetooth. So it's getting in there. It's gonna be great. There's a lot of mental diseases that can get cured. If you think wrong, you can think right. If you can't use your arms and all that stuff, there's great potential goodness that will come out of it. So this is like it's gonna get done. You can't, you just
I
have
don't
to
think
evolve.
you can stop it. I don't think you can stop it. I think we've kind of passed that point where
Yeah.
anybody can kind of stop this from happening. I think now it just needs to be the focus is
Science
it's happening
and research.
and
Science
let's
and
just see
research.
how safe it is and how we can amend it or what we can do to
If
protect
it needs
ourselves.
amending,
If it needs
it needs
amending
amending.
or safety.
That's why I shouted out the names of the scientific researchers and even the Daily Mail dude. The fact that he wrote an article, sure he had to spin it to get it in the Daily Mail. You have to have spin
You
to
have
get it
to
in.
have some
But he
clickbait,
made
yeah.
us find the study, and the study made us, just check out sensor motory effects.
Yeah, it made you read more, didn't it? It made you more aware as well, which I think is
So
really,
if
really
they
good.
can find legit already slight motor effects,
Yeah.
then keep it away from children at the very least. That's what I do as a preventative measure.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
getting serious with you, like, they found a
Yeah.
study that causes. I don't want the
It is-
development
it
of
is-
my
it is
child
swordfish,
slightly.
or zebrafish, sorry.
So humans are a lot more.
Yeah, so they could be more
Apt.
resilient.
You're
You
resilient.
don't know.
Yeah,
we
we
don't
don't
know.
know.
We don't know
Or
because
maybe it's
obviously
good.
they can't test it ethically on humans. Unless we are a big part of a massive study, we don't know that.
Yeah.
But they can't, go and physically get babies and subject them to radio frequency. That would be crazy if they did that. So I guess we just have to be cautious. Like with anything in life, alcohol, smoking, drugs. You're
Or
going to
new
be
technology.
careful. Or new technology.
Yeah, whenever you get
Just be
new
careful.
iOS 14, there's going to be bugs. Did you not remember
Yeah.
iOS 13?
Yeah.
How many software patches did they release in the first week?
Yeah.
How many
Yeah.
phones got crippled along the way?
That's it.
So-
That's it. So I think you just have to take it with a grain of salt. And I think the most important thing is to know what the harm could potentially be and protect yourself towards it. And
If
there is a harm,
Yeah,
we
but
don't know.
let's
We
just
don't
get
know.
more
We don't
studies
know.
out there, promote
We
the
don't know.
research. Let's get this done.
So, what we're getting over here is,
right?
sorry, yes.
We got a
we
technical
are getting
difficulty over
just
here.
some technical difficulty already. So apparently there's, Davros is saying there's countries out there testing 7 and 8G at the moment. Everybody else is playing catch up, which is interesting.
I haven't heard of 7G. I've heard of 6G. China's up to that, but not 7G. That's cool.
Which countries are? That'd be interesting.
Maybe-
Eduardo saying your body can only handle so much RF. Steve H is saying my ears are getting pointy. Eduardo saying that anything more than the body can handle can cause cancer, and more people will have cancer. It's simple. Audrey is saying, does the Tesla roof have radiation, Ash?
Oh man, that's the one thing about Tesla. It connects the Powerwall at the very least. It connects to the internet, your internet, and their internet via Wi-Fi. So and it might even connect to it via mobile data. I know they do that with their cars. They have a cell inside their Tesla cars. So when I'm going to investigate Tesla, when I talk to them, I'm going to say, is there a way I can hardwire it? Because I want to limit the amount of radiation being pumped as much as possible from me. So when I talk to them, I'm going to just ask that request, and I'll let you know once I find out. But what they say is they have an internet connection to your internet and their internet because they want to relay their data. They're carrying a lot of metrics. That's one thing about Tesla that I don't like, is that you are being monitored and they said it in their talks, at an instant they can ask any Tesla car owner what's going on with them, and the car owner's processor will process the information and send it back to them.
Wow.
So you can opt out of some metrics, but it's kind of like Windows 10 and Mac OS. They mostly have control. That's software nowadays. It's not. Everyone does it. If you don't do that requirement, you won't know what your customers are up to. Whereas an old school car, you're limited. Your tracking is limited. But all cars are going that direction.
So going on from that, slightly on a tangent, and what you're saying earlier about houses. So I've heard about these smart houses. Obviously, you guys have heard about smart houses, but now you can obviously install these. In your light switches, you can install Bluetooth chips.
We went to a builder, and he was telling us about the new switches, Bluetooth, and all that stuff.
So you can actually change the facade of your light switch to have a Bluetooth chip underneath the sensor, so that when you turn it on and off, you can do it via a Bluetooth or your app or your phone. So what would be your thought on that? And
you know, it might be good for you. Like, if you want to be part of that experiment, I'm happy for you. Let me know how it works out for you. All humans are different. You know, some people, I get hay fever. I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, everyone's different.
I can eat nuts. I can handle my nuts. It just makes me fat. Nuts. Some people can't handle nuts. I think I'm all right with epilepsy. I don't like flashing lights, but I don't collapse. But was it 1 in 5,000 people collapse from flashing lights? 1 in 5,000 people. 1 in 4,000 people. You get a light bulb to flash incorrectly, they will collapse to the ground in a fit.
It's terrible.
Yeah, so humans.
Everyone is different.
Everyone's different. You can't paint a broad brush.
But I'm just wondering. So there will be a time in our lives, probably our lives, then when everything is going to be blanket Bluetooth. Like at the moment, you have the option to upgrade to a smart home, but right now you don't have to. Like right now, I can turn on the switch
the future,
up and down.
everything will be smart.
But so then in that case, then we'll probably just evolve as humans, because back in the days in the 1940s, we didn't even have cars. We didn't have any. You know, we might have had cars, but we didn't have much else going into other technologies. And we managed to evolve, and we've been okay, and even our life expectancies have increased. So maybe with time we'll be okay.
That's the idea.
Hard to know.
The benefits of technology outweigh the cons of technology. Sure, there will be some, there's some issues, but it will be mostly for the goodness. For example, technology, we got educated in refrigeration. So we can store our food, we can get healthier. We learn about even cleaning ourselves before pregnancies and all that kind of stuff. So we learn a lot just via technology, which offsets all the potential harm that technology has caused. Going into the future, you get AI that will sort all this stuff out or cause us all to go somewhere else. But that's futurism. I love that. I love futurology. It's one of my favorite topics in life. We don't know where it will go. All we can do is hope for the best and hope that the smart people out there in the world make it good.
Do the right thing. We got a bit of a, just to clear up with sort of, who's saying, is it from flashing lights or just getting hit with lights or just flashing lights? So when we say like epilepsy, generally people who are kind of have strobe lighting in front of them, so quick flickering lights, lots of different colors in front of their eyes, that can trigger electrical impulses in their brain that can cause them to have epileptic fits. There are other reasons why people can have epileptic fits. That is just one of the many kind of triggers for epilepsy. So generally speaking, sort of, if you kind of have seen a flashing light before and you've not had an epileptic fit, you should be okay, because usually you would have known that by now. But obviously don't go out there and just flash a light in your eye and see if it does something to you. So I'm just going to give a bit of a disclaimer
and
there.
for patients who do have epilepsy, you get prescribed certain medicines which help out. It's not perfect, but it's just something you need to go to your doctor and help manage with that. So again, the technology of pharmaceuticals help us. Whereas the technology of light bulbs put us back. But overall, light bulbs have helped us tremendously push forward in life.
Do light bulbs have radiation?
No. Well, yeah, they have the radiation of the light. But if you're thinking of microwave radiation, no, it's not on that spectrum.
Different kind.
Yeah, so you can see that radiation is just energy. That's all it is. So it's just an effect. With the kind of radiation that's good about light bulbs and that's good about the sun. Obviously, the sun can cause sun cancer. We know about that. But what's good about light bulbs and the sun is that it doesn't penetrate the skin. The skin blocks it off. Now, the most amazing part about radio frequency, microwave frequency, is that it doesn't stop at the skin. It penetrates through the body. So you can have this wireless radiation emitter. I've protected it. Look, I've covered it up. So when I put it on my chest, it's not radiating my heart. I covered it up. God. This sends a signal over to the camera you're seeing over there. And if I put it behind my head, you can still hear it. It's traveling through my head. Traveling through my head. That's what's amazing about that radiation that's going through. Now, Where it comes, the gray area is sunlight, and the lights stop at the skin. This stuff, of course, travels through the body. Is the body expecting this form of energy traveling through it? If that form of energy is traveling for a consistent period of time, could it potentially form some bad stuff in my body? We're studying that as scientists. We found out that it causes subtle sensory motor effects to jellyfish. That is just one of the studies that came out. Of course, it's mostly benign. That's another study that came out. So that's the difference. Zebrafish, sorry. So that's the difference between sunlight and light in general versus radio, okay?
Yeah, yeah,
so hope
yeah.
that understands.
That is clearer.
But of course, the energy that comes from the sun and the energy that comes out of light bulbs is very, very powerful. You can see how many watts is your light bulb. It's
Yeah.
a lot of watts. So,
Yeah.
but that doesn't penetrate the skin. So what we're concerned about, or what, me personally,
Yeah.
other people are concerned about other stuff. A form of energy, as if it's low, it might not affect you whatsoever. If it's low enough, but maybe it's slightly higher, could it affect your heart? We don't know.
Yeah. I love the education on this channel, Ash. Sort of is saying that he or she was born in 1999, so he doesn't know much about the 90s. So I feel like we're dropping education right now.
Boy,
Education.
we had dial-up internet, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had floppy
Oh my
disks.
God.
We had
Sony Walkmans, disc
we had the
players.
proper
Oh,
big
wow.
phones. Yeah,
Yeah.
we went
Yeah.
through a crazy revolution. We never had smartphones. We had the old phones. We had
Yeah.
SMS.
Yeah.
We had when we
And
were growing up.
MSN as well.
Back when we were growing up, everyone said if you used your phone, you're gonna get the big cancer. That was like a known fact. You had your teacher
had
get
a
it
teacher.
because she slept with her phone.
It was so
like
sad.
everyone knew. Everyone knew.
Everyone knew, but
Tell
now
us that story.
Yeah, it's so sad. Like when I was at primary
Of course.
school.
What was this? This is like an anecdotal.
Yeah, we
Anecdotal.
don't even know.
Happened to one
obviously,
person.
We don't even know what the cause was. We just assumed that this was the reason. But we had an art teacher at school when I was at primary school, so probably around when you were born. What was your name? Sorry, Albert. I can't remember your name, sort of. But probably around when you were born, when in primary school, we had an art teacher who used to sleep with her mobile phone under her pillow so that she could always hear the alarm. And then sadly, a couple of years later, she ended up having a brain tumor and died. And it was just the most harrowing thing for us as children because we were like, how did that happen? But then we all kind of jumped to the conclusion, oh, it's because she used to sleep with her phone underneath her pillow. Obviously, we don't know. That could have been a familial thing, could have been genetic, it could have been a number of whole other things. But just because at the time of the 1990s, mobile phones were so new and nobody knew anything about it, we all just jumped to that one conclusion because naturally as humans, we want to put blame onto a new thing that's come out. That's just our
That
natural
being
instinct.
said, that was just one of many stories. There's also personal other experiences that happened with phones. Lots of people that we knew.
There's lots of stuff.
It was just known. Don't use your phone for more than an hour a day. That's what everyone used to say.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
That's our era we grew up. So we've seen a bit of changes.
We've seen some changes. I guess as a baby, like a generation, what was Generation Z, I suppose, you probably haven't seen those changes. You kind of were born into the Wi-Fi, to the internet. Like I remember the days when we used to have the ADSL and it used to make a funny noise, and if someone was on the phone, you couldn't use the,
I remember when The Simpsons used to be good.
Oh my God, we watched season 30 and it was not good. So just putting out there.
Well, I watched it because Peterson's daughter said it was good. And I no. It was all right. And then we watched the Treehouse of Terror episodes, and they just put us off.
That is the worst
Yeah,
one. It's
I'm just
always
gonna
been the worst
I
one.
was saving this for later.
Sorry.
But I'm just going to jump in.
Okay.
Film of the week.
Yes.
Okay, it's not a film. F is for family. Whew.
It's really good.
Oh,
Love that
just
show.
finished
Love
season
that
4.
show.
Watch it. Bill Burr and his team. It's Simpsons, but better.
It's so much better.
Yeah,
it has continuation,
just
and the
continuation.
characters develop and they evolve and they have a story that you can follow through. And it's just so much better than Simpsons.
Yeah.
Simpsons, they never get old. They've been running it for like 30
Great
years. And
thing
nothing
about
changes.
it is it's about the past, and they can get away with so much because it's about the past. Watch
Yeah,
F is for family.
it is funny.
It'll show you how parenting should be done.
Or how
we grew up.
How it was when we grew
with
up.
with slippers
with like
getting
a slipper
beat up.
And that's it.
Okay, guys, we've been streaming for like a long time. We've enjoyed hanging out with you. I think
It's
there's
been really
one more
cool.
major topic we want to talk
Go
about.
for it,
We'll go
Ash.
does anyone actually care? Canon EOS R5. You heard about that camera. If anyone has and cares about that camera, let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on it and if I'm going to be purchasing it.
Purchasing it.
Purchasing.
Yes,
We're
purchasing
going
it.
like. So we're
Let's
going to
take a
go
look.
right here. That's the next page. Let's see if I can find it. Whoa.
Come on, Ash.
Look at that. My DJing
Yes.
screens. Oh, yeah. Look at
Almost,
that.
almost. One more,
wait,
one more.
wait. Look at
Hey,
that.
there we
Game
go.
on. Look at that. Beautiful. It's the EOS R5. Anyone excited about this? Excited? Look at that. It can record 8K. What kind of MacBook Pro are you going to need for 8K? an ARM-based one if it's fast. I don't know, but not 1080p, not 4K, but 8K. This is like a dream camera. It's got stabilization. It's got the works. It is so freaking. It's so gorgeous. This camera. I gotta know if anyone out there is buying it.
TA saying no, he doesn't want it.
Because I am like TA. I am not getting it because I'll show you one of the reasons why. Not the main reason, just one of the reasons why. One of the reasons why it costs $8,000 to get it over here in Australia. So,
that's so expensive. Isn't that the price of a Mac laptop?
So the price of a Mac
God.
Pro. Now, one of the reasons, the main reason why I am not going to get it is because it has a 30-minute recording limit. So you can't
we
record
wouldn't be able
forever.
to do like long
Yeah, we
videos.
can't. This video cannot.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Well,
it could be done.
yeah.
We'll find out. But more importantly than that, it also overheats. So if you want to record 8K footage, it only records up to 20 minutes. So it's not going to work in Australia.
What's the point?
Not going to work in Australia.
Yeah.
Well, the point is you can record 8K. 8K is amazing. This is like a first generation super camera. I'm excited on their next year's release or in 2 years' time what they can do with it. But right now, this is like a showcase. It's like a Lamborghini camera.
Yeah.
You can't really do much with it in the wild, but it is gorgeous. There is one workaround, I guess. Not really going to happen anytime soon, but you can get one of these potentially recording devices. Look at this right there. You can get one of these studio 8K recorders, plug it into your camera, and just do a live feed potentially from the 8K coming out of the camera. If it does have 8K output, I'm not sure about that, but potentially if it did, you could just record straight on one of these decks. Of course, that's not really portable right now, but I love the fact that they, oh, you can't even see, one of these little fellas over here, 8K kind of like recording device.
But then you're just adding in more and more costs, aren't you?
Yeah, you're adding in the costs, but this is like, you know, the Lamborghini. If you want to get the ultimate footage, you want to get the high quality, the best. The great thing about 8K is you can zoom in 4x and not lose any quality on 4K.
Okay.
So that is amazing to get it on one of these portable cameras. So anyone that is buying this camera, respect to you, because you are funding the R&D for my future camera.
Well, I'm with a couple of people on this one, Ash, because Davros and James are saying, well, if you're filming in 8K and you've got a 4K TV, what's the point in...
The point is, when you record in 8K, just say you want to crop in. You don't lose quality. You can keep the 4K, you can do all of this extra amazing stuff. You don't need to zoom in on the lens. You can just crop straight in.
Lose the quality. It'll be still good quality.
And plus, the quality is going to be more amazing. When you record in 8K and then down sample into 4K, the quality would look so much better than if it was just recorded in 4K.
Got it.
So there's going to be some amazing factors coming in, and it also future-proofs yourself because TVs are now 8K. Samsung's releasing 8K TV. A couple of years' time, you'll have a camera that you can use in 2 years' time. And hopefully you'll be able to plug in a fan to be able to use it longer. So I'm excited about the technology behind this camera. I respect them. It's no longer having a crop. That's something that they had before. They had 4K with a crop. Now they got the overheating technology. Before, Sony used to overheat City. They had so many problems. Hopefully the next generation one, they will solve the overheating, and that will be the Lambo of all cameras.
Whoa.
Of course, Sony are going to be releasing the A7S III. That one is rumored to be 4K only, but that one is probably the camera I'm going to get.
It's more like, you know, cost effective? Or...
No, it's probably going to be just as expensive.
Oh
but,
my God. Okay.
But I'm currently using a Sony A7 III, and that one has a recording limit of 30 minutes. So the S3 and all the new Sony cameras don't have that recording limit. So it's going to be that unlocked. It's going to be better quality. You can do 4K 60, not that I need that, but it's just going to be the next generation that I'll get. Or if they release an A7 IV, maybe I'll go for that one instead.
Nice.
But it's fun that technology is moving again, that we're no longer just talking about being stuck at home and toilet paper. There is some tech coming in. We've had ARM, we've had 4K cameras, 8K cameras. So the future is looking exciting again.
James is agreeing with you. He says it's an advantage for production shows. Yeah, you're right. It is good.
I think production shows, they're going to have their proper
cameras.
Yeah, they're big time cameras. But for mobile production, I don't know. Maybe you need to have two of them. When one of them overheats, you throw out the other one.
Can you edit it on a MacBook Pro?
Exactly. I can edit 8K because I always transcode my footage, not into ProRes, but I transcode it into. I should actually do a video on it. I've been meaning to do it all my life. I actually transcode my Sony footage from normal MP4s H.264 into H.265, and I have these magic settings that I spent probably a year developing on FFmpeg that manages to compress the footage like to 5%. I've saved terabytes and terabytes and terabytes. I've kept a log of every single file I saved, and it makes it run super silky smooth in Final Cut Pro because I get rid of all the B frames. I just have indexing every 50. I need to do a video about it.
You should.
And it makes it better than ProRes, but the ProRes, if you ever use it, is like 10 times the file size as normal files. This is like a fifth of the files. I've saved like gigabytes and terabytes, honestly. So that's what I do. So when I use those settings for 8K, it does run on the MacBook Pro. But I haven't done any serious, like having 4 streams, 20 streams, all that stuff at the same time. And that's with the caveat, is that the word?
Caveat.
The caveat that I do my own settings to transcode the files to make it easier for me to video edit. So you can do 8K, it's not just 8K, but can you do 8K at like the DJI Mavic compression quality? You wouldn't be able to do that. DJI's format is insane. Actually, fun news.
Yeah.
I sold my Mavic Mini.
What?
I sold my...
Why would you do that, Ash? You're like the drone
cameras.
guy.
Yeah.
Why? Why did you do that?
Well,
Eduardo wants to get a drone. He would rather a drone over the camera. So why did you sell yours?
I'm saving up for the Mavic 3. Mavic 3 Pro. It's meant to be coming out later this year. But the reason why I sold it is I can't use it in this country. I can't use it in Australia. I can't.
Why?
We tried launching it the other week, and it was a windy day. It was a windy day, yeah. On windy days, when I had my Phantom 4 Pro, that one, wind or no wind, that's a beast. It goes up, it goes down. The wind, it was a commander of the wind. When I had my DJI Mavic Platinum, windy or no windy, it still go up and down. It will still command. Maybe it wouldn't go as fast forward and back when in extreme winds. But the Mavic Mini, if it's too windy, and it gets windy over here, especially in the nice, beautiful open beaches, all that kind of stuff, if you fly it on a windy day, it goes up and then...
So what happened to yours?
It just flies in the wind. It just goes up on one. So yeah.
We were by this lake trying to take some epic drone shots, and then Ash only got up like by about 1 meter, and literally the wind current just blew away right into a wall.
No, but it's not just that.
And it fell.
But it's not just that. It's like I tried flying in a beach and it got stuck and all that stuff. It just doesn't have the performance.
It doesn't have power. It doesn't have the strength.
It's not a commander of the wind.
Yeah, it's too light.
You got to make sure the wind is not
it's not windy.
There's no
it has
gust
to be
of wind.
a still day.
Yeah, still day. So that's why I got rid of my drone. And that's my thoughts on Canon's 8K camera. And that was it. Today we exposed the performance change of Apple's 16-inch MacBook Pro.
Yes,
World
I can't
exclusive.
believe that.
Share the tip.
Believe it.
If you want to see it one more time, you don't believe it.
Show me, because I just need to. This is going to affect me. I feel like I'm being conned by Apple.
No, it's not.
I hope that it's not.
They probably optimized it. They probably made it better. But look right there. 6 months ago, it was X16 PCIe lanes. Today, it is 8 PCIe lanes. So Apple, they've halved the PCIe lane allocation for the 5500M GPU. Is it optimization, or are they crippling the 16-inch MacBook Pro to prepare for the ARM MacBook Pro release? I'll let you guys decide that in the comment section below. And I hope you guys found this amazing show useful.
You've spoken about so much. If you guys like real estate, head over to Ash's new channel, Heads of Estate, because he's got the auction videos. He's got some pretty cool videos on there, so make sure you subscribe. He's only 5 subscribers.
And guys, if you guys want to see a film star getting their jawline filler done, check out Dr. Nora's channel.
Yes.
Hope you guys...
Ash, you're awesome. And we spoke about 5G as well.
5G.
Gosh, we covered so much today.
Any other questions, let us know in the comment section below. It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. I'm going to leave a shout out to some of the commenters over there. Sort of. I love your emoji face. You're like... I thought you were British. You know, I do have English blood in me. It's actually my birth month.
Hey, happy birthday, Ash!
Oh, that hurt my ears. Eduardo, thanks for tuning in. I'd rather buy a drone. What can I say? That is an abbreviation for my favorite 2 things in life. I'll let you guys decide what it is. She knows what it is. James Chang, I like you. Chang, it's good. Best tour in Rio, probably has an amazing YouTube channel. I want to check you out. Is it safe over there in Rio? I've always wanted to go. The carnival,
I would love to go
amazing,
to Rio.
Gorgeous stuff.
Definitely would love to go there.
Best store over there.
You've had some awesome people. Eduardo,
Davros as well.
Davros, Eduardo, 34 Skyline, don't forget. Jess Ride, Audrey. Oh my goodness, Ash, the list could just go on.
Shout out to this episode's executive producers, Talio Tech, for your amazing tip on the PCIe lane
Yes,
change of the MacBook
thank
Pro.
you.
We got homegrown Canadian who makes Canadian amazing YouTube videos. Check out his channel. We got APU Ra, who's going to be making out some amazing content on his channel. You got VJ Fernando, amazing dude. He's the executive producer of the channel. And you got Boof Mika on the channel as well. Check them all out. They're all linked in the description. If you want to join the show, become an executive producer, there's a link right there for you. And I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Salut.